Let's take it a step further and talk about Sukuna's ridiculous but genius exploitation of binding vows. The fans love to hate on Sukuna by calling him a binding vow merchant. I personally think he's just profiting off of the power system, and that's fair, as he's putting his intellect to use. After being hit by 7 black flashes by Yuji, eliminating any chances of Sukuna recovering his RCT, he manages to pop a domain, an incomplete domain, by altering hand signs, and he gets to expand the domain with no reduced output or decrease in its effective area. And the narrator quite literally says, impromptu binding vows. Sukuna could only maintain this domain for 99 seconds in this state. The explanation on how this binding vow even is an equivalent exchange just feels too vague and rushed, especially considering the state Sukuna was in. And that's what led to so many JJK fans hating this sequence of Shinjuku Showdown. And honestly, I don't blame them. Sometimes it doesn't matter if the explanation makes sense, the writing decision can feel wrong. Another heavily criticized vow is between Sukuna and Yuji, where in exchange for healing Yuji, Sukuna can get 1 full minute of control over his body when he says "Enchain." The condition is that Yuji forgets about this vow, and Sukuna cannot harm anyone during this 1 minute. However, when this vow does take effect later on in the story, Sukuna not only technically harms Hana, he also cuts off Yuji's finger and shoves them down Megumi's throat. Sukuna himself says that this is a gamble as he could break the vow here, but the part that's really vaguely explained is how forcefully making Megumi eat a poisonous finger not considered harming him. This is ignoring what he did to Hana. Could this make sense? Sure. Under very vague explanations, this works fine, but for Jujutsu Kaisen fans, vague statements don't really work.